in the old background there.
Woke.
It's a YouTuber called
Garbage.
Viper Shorts. He's a MAGA geezer, alright? And he's happy that ICE is,
Real trash out.
well, ripping people's lives apart, if you know what I mean. There he is. Yeah. We'll have him running in the background for a bit, but you know.
And all the
His
trash,
messiah is
all this DEI
Trump. Donald Trump.
freaking CRT.
He's imploding, isn't he? He's
all this
imploding on himself, that he is. Hey, while I'm in our workshop with you, I'm going to do a bit of sharpening as well.
We have a common sense
As you do.
to where our country
Ready for my work tomorrow.
approach.
So I've got a few chisels and
All this
hand
other
plane to sharpen.
diversity crap and bull
But this
crap.
geezer on here, he's got a very limited vocabulary. He reckons he's been to college, but I've got my doubts.
You don't
if he
learn,
did, he obviously
suck
didn't
it
learn
up,
much.
buttercup.
Clearly didn't. I don't know.
Go down there.
If this is an example, he's talking about Vagisil. Vagisil.
You don't like
That's how he talks about liberals.
section and
Go and get your Vagisil.
the hole that hurts the most. 'Cause I know you
And
liberals.
put it in the hole that hurts the most, he says.
I know you liberals.
Hello there from Canada. Hello, Sean. How you doing?
Always
Hope
got
you
to
well.
run your mouth. Well, he
Oh, dear
won.
me.
He's president, and we have all the Congress, and it'll continue staying that way.
No, it won't.
Democrats
Not at this rate.
will be in power for a long time. Matter of fact, I think after
No.
after Trump gets out of office, I think the next president's going to be J.D. Vance.
So you reckon the next president's going to be J.D. Vance?
If he would,
Yeah, well, I don't think so somehow.
President right now, he'd win it.
I don't think anyone has got, how to put it, Donald Trump's, well, I don't know, negative charisma. I don't know what you could call it
You
actually.
won't get on here
What I do
and
know
talk
is that
about
he's
conspiracy
completely
theories,
had to pedo.
all this other.
He can't help
crap.
himself. That's the free
Get
uncle.
on here and talk 9 yards of crap about, well,
So-
you need to look at this and you need to look at that, and nobody can help you, and God
Oh, I
can
don't
help
know.
you, and
Oh, we're talking about God now. After he's talking about Vagisil.
talk
I suppose
about,
Vagisil will be the American version of Caniston
I have
that we have in the
I
UK.
went to school more than once.
Oh, dear me.
I have a college degree. I have
He
a
reckons
trade
he's got a
school
college degree.
diploma,
No, he
I have an
hasn't.
associate's degree.
No, you haven't.
And just because you have an education doesn't make you smart. I've met a lot of dumb
Oh, well, maybe
college
have been.
students that are dumb as hell. I don't even know how they make
We're
them
watching the
dumb.
Daily Blase Friday Frolic. Not be long. No worries, mate. Yeah, you diddling.
Artificial intelligence.
Hope he's all right.
Do their homework. Teacher puts in a
Hello, Gingers. Hope you're well.
You write a story about George Washington.
I haven't been live today until
created
now.
a
Been a bit
story
busy.
about George Washington.
And I'm struggling to get the viewers, so I think to myself, you know, what's the point?
To have it run through.
You need the people, don't you? You do need the people, so I'll just go live while I'm doing this at the moment. Just to say I've been live, you know. We'll talk about a few things as well. These crazy people.
They go up there and student adds a few choice words, the words of their own, and then they turn their assignment in. I know how that crap's done.
He's going on about how students just use ChatGPT and they scan it in and then they...
Smartest thing on the face of the planet. And I've met some college students that are stupid as hell.
Stupid as hell they are.
What damn planet they're on? They're not on planet Earth.
Just think about this, alright? This geezer voted for Donald Trump. I hope you can you hear him alright?
GPT
Hello,
probably
cat's eye.
find the date or
There's no hope. If that is the level of
mathematic problems.
education that we have in the United States, well then you're done for. You must give in now. You really must.
Work out these problems.
Well, he's got quite an aggressive attitude towards immigration as well. This bloke has. Viper Shorts is his handle on YouTube. I don't recommend watching it, but it's just pathetic. I just troll these people, you see. You know, you've got to do your trolling, haven't you?
I don't even want to hear about.
They troll me, so I've got to troll them back, haven't I? You know?
Yo, you guys lost the election. You're pathetic. You're not ever going to win.
It's going to make me cry,
You're
yes.
going to lose and continue to lose.
Cat's like moves, everyone.
Daddy knows this.
Yeah, his name is Viper Shorts on YouTube, and there's loads of them like him, and they vote for Donald Trump.
We're going to work backwards.
And he reckons he's educated. He reckons he's got a college degree. Not a hope.
We're not going to work backwards.
He likes to talk about Vagisil as well.
Our country back into the garbage that they had in the last election. Yeah, this country is going to garbage because the last party we had was the Democratic Party. It'll never happen. After Trump, it'll be J.D. Vance or it'll be another Republican.
He's not very coherent, is he?
If we work backwards, I feel sorry.
Ooh,
I
sharp.
feel sorry for the stupidity of our country. Because the people that do that is just straight up ignorance. You can't have a country that you're gonna make better with make America great again.
And make it great again.
Have a country that's make America worse again. Because that's exactly what the Democrats do. They'll tear it up, they'll demolish it, they'll raise taxes. They'll let all these illegal immigrants.
Only on they're going to raise taxes on you lot. Well, that's what MAGA's doing anyway.
Where they arrest somebody and then run back out.
How sharp is that, right?
They're out the next day.
Well, shaven.
You have police officers being assaulted left and right.
Well, they're just returning the favour, aren't they? Oh, cheers, 88B23.
Throwing criminals right back down on the street. I mean,
your toy room is missing a coffee. Yeah, I know it is. Oh dear. Don't have a coffee machine in there, no.
Here we have liberals. So when
that's shaven.
police officer arrests somebody, when a police officer arrests
somebody, that's sharp. That's that one done.
They go to jail, then they go to court. Then you have a liberal piece of crap judge that lets them run back out on the street. And they never serve time for the things that they do. So then you have repeat offenders.
What about Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein?
So they can do it over and over.
What about Donald Trump and his cankles?
Liberals in charge.
He could peg it any minute, he
They
could.
have a sensitive approach
Oh, let's
to the way
hope.
they handle our
One day.
country, and it does not work. Look at the liberal piece of crap mayor that Tucson, Arizona's got. Just straight garbage.
So everything's garbage. Liberals need to get their voucher still and put it where it hurts.
Their cities, they fall apart. Tucson, California,
That's the best he can do.
Chicago. I've not met a Democratic city or state yet that is not running like crap. They run their cities, states, and everything else like a toilet bowl conference for the mentally ill.
Excuse me, mate. What about the fact that California is subsidising your state?
Idiots out there that don't understand that. And then they throw a fit about, oh, you're being racist. Oh, I'm not being
There's
racist.
no way these lot would be able to cope, is there? Not a hope in hell without the donor states.
United States of America.
What's up, homie? Hello there, hope you're
I go
well.
buy a gun. I got to do a background check.
Trump and Epstein and their beautiful secrets. Yes, and their beautiful doodles. I don't doodle, he says. Well, you clearly do,
Permit for 15 years.
Mr. Trump.
So how can you
Oh dear me, talk about incriminating yourself. And the more he speaks, he incriminates himself even more, does Donald. And he's been shouting out on his Truth Social again. Oh crikey, making his situation worse. He reckons he's instructed Pam Bondi to release some of the files, the relevant files. That was the ones with his name in it.
Well, you were okay
Yeah.
with the mask when we had COVID. All of y'all driving in your vehicles with masks over your face. You're not okay with law enforcement protecting their identity? Get the hell out of here. Give me a break.
He's comparing his. The difference is, one's to protect the other, and these nice people with their masks on, it's just to protect them from being doxxed.
The police can't protect themselves? Get the hell out of here. With all that crap.
Get out of here with all that crap.
Go up there and arrest people that are in this country illegally. ICE has every damn right. Law enforcement has every damn right to protect our communities. That's their job. Protect and serve. Mayor up here in Tucson, probably up there on the highest skyscraper playing with themselves, hiding behind her skirt, behind her desk, doing nothing, doing a damn thing about Tucson, except letting it fall apart and go to hell in the handbasket. Meanwhile, they don't pay Tucson PD officers.
I can't listen to this guy.
That I would pay.
I tell you what I'm going to do.
I make their pay worth it. That's like-
He's horrendous. I just wanted to point out the fact that these people exist. Alright? They exist.
Department's been
While they're driving and looking at their
like
phones.
it's Austin PD or Houston PD.
Huh?
Not make their pay equivalent to what they.
He's pretty foul, isn't he? He is pretty foul. Well, that's Viper Shorts. There's loads of people like that there is. I have to admit, it makes me tickle. And also, the thing is, though, if you chew on what you disagree with, it helps you, or it helps me, you see, too. It reaffirms my position that the stupid people are, that stupid is as stupid does, and these MAGA people are picking out of their minds. They really are. Well, here we go. So let's go back on to that. That's just politics. This. Alright. No. There's Scaramucci. Oh, that's more like it.
Welcome to the rest.
I just thought go live while I'm doing a bit of sharpening, you know. I managed to go live today.
Together.
Oh,
After a very fun evening, Anthony.
Nice to be here, and
I actually really like
ride home.
Scaramucci. I think he's
from the
cool, even though he
Indie
worked for
Theater
Trump.
last night. I thought that
He
was
didn't last
fun
long,
too.
did he?
We had our first
Just one
London show
Scaramucci.
together.
And a big shout out and thank you to the people that were there last night. It was really a lot of fun.
It was fun. A lot of founding members came, and we got a lot of questions.
Oh,
which
so
was
hot at
great,
the
and
moment.
sold
It really
a
is.
lot of Mooch 2028
Oh my god.
hats, which your wife is not going to like.
March 20. The slogan will be lose half your net worth
Hello,
in
Brett Wall.
New York State in 2028.
Just watching a Parker and liberal live caster who only debates MAGAs on the phone. Oh, I think I've watched
Tried
him.
to get the non-founding.
Is he the
members
one who
into
always
a
says,
separate
how old are
reimbursement
you?
to Our advertisers.
On
Is that him, or was it a
But they
different
were
one?
not having it, so
No,
they
they
stayed
stayed.
for the second half.
Yeah,
He's
anyway,
pretty-
then we
yeah,
ended the
the
evening
one I'm
with
thinking about, he's pretty good.
spectacular. Our producer,
He's very
Izzy,
sharp.
organised a boat to come from the O2
that was-
Stadium
that
to
was-
Westminster.
He
and
does seem
that
to turn
was
some of them around as well.
James
Is it the guy I'm
Bond
thinking
movie.
about?
10 of 10.
So that was about the most
What are we
glamorous
talking about?
celebrity.
We're gonna
Yeah, how old
back
is
to
he?
Epstein?
Yeah, so we talked
And how
about
old are
Epstein
you?
a little bit on the podcast last week.
He
I'm
didn't
glad we
think
did
twice
so
about
we
cutting them
started
off, does he?
up and We
Let's
kind
turn
of
that down
jumped
a
on
little
that
bit.
then. But this week we're going to talk about what is happening in the MAGA movement with the Epstein files, why
That's
MAGA
fair.
is so unhappy about this, and
Oh, dear, I
what
wonder
this
why they're
means
so
for Donald
unhappy.
Trump. And then in the second half of the show, we're going to talk about
Because they've been undermined, they are. They've been undermined by the
Donald
truth.
Trump's kind of changing relationship, as it seems.
You know, end of the day,
Putin,
Donald Trump, he
and
does like to
discuss
send
that
nice
a little bit.
birthday
Let's start
messages, doesn't
with
he, you know?
The
And there's
Epstein
talk about their
files,
special little
results that is
secrets.
happening in MAGA world.
And that,
Just
you
to
know.
lay out those who don't know what is happening, paedophile and accused sex trafficker
Donald Trump.
Jeffrey Epstein, who was sent to prison, killed himself,
No, he didn't.
or possibly didn't kill himself in prison, is at the center of a huge
You say
storm.
pedophile, I say pedophile. I do.
Okay, I wondered what that was about. That
You
was
say
about-
potato. I say
tomato.
potato.
There's a big furore
Tomato.
in MAGA
Tomato.
world about whether there were powerful people
Before we do,
who were
take the
wrapped
burr
up
off.
in Jeffrey Epstein's world, did nefarious, possible illegal things, and are
pretty
those
gross, isn't it?
powerful
Let's be
people's
honest.
names
It's
on
pretty
the
gross.
list? And why have we not seen that list, if there is such a list? And
December
is this a
1973. I was 3
sign
years
of,
old, I
think,
was.
what they're
I
so
was
upset
a
about, which is
baby.
sort of the basis
Or
of much
toddler.
of the MAGA movement, which is there are powerful people protecting powerful people.
You see the hair that
And
takes
the
off.
Epstein issue,
Hair and sweat.
That is what is the foundation of MAGA, right?
You've lived in
Sharpies,
Washington
yeah.
30 years.
You can shave your nether regions with that. That you can. Oh, I've got a Robert Sorby
So
here.
powerful people that protect
So
powerful
we,
people.
both, so we both know that's true. I have a little.
Problem with humidity in the air, things rust.
I'm going to read the following from my phone, and then you're going to tell me who said it.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Show us all the Epstein client list now! Exclamation point several times.
Donald Trump.
Why would anyone protect those scumbags?
Donald Trump. He said that.
Ask yourself this question daily, and the answer becomes very apparent. Now, who said that on July the 8th, 2023?
Donald
So
Trump.
I'm gonna
I
go
know,
with Donald
it's Donald Trump.
So you're very close. So you know what? If
Oh.
we were on Jeopardy as the judge, I would go ding, ding, ding. You've got that right.
Who
But
is
it's
Donald
actually-
Trump is what I would say.
Okay, but it's actually who is Donald Trump Jr. So Donald Trump Jr.
He's echoing
is
his
the
father.
heartbeat.
Oh, he did
This
that the
is
other day,
point.
didn't he?
He's
And
the
Trump
heartbeat
told
of the MAGA movement.
his son
And
to
what is the
stop
heartbeat
talking
of the
about
MAGA
Jeffrey
movement? The
Epstein.
deep state is after you.
Yeah.
The deep state only cares about itself. The deep state is who we're going to demolish. Now, I don't know the math on this, Gaddy. We could probably do some research on this. There's a very large percentage of core MAGA that believes that. Marjorie Taylor Greene and her constituents are an example of that.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
this
Oh
is
my
a
God. Every
schism.
curious.
This is a schism. You can't sew it back up. And now I have to ask you.
Hello, exotic doll.
question
Oh,
was
I
trying to
watched
ask you in
that.
the morning.
Apparently, King
Because
Charles
Donald
cannot
Trump said,
meet Trump next
"You're a
week
weenie
due to a
if you
clash
don't
of
support me
appointments.
on not disclosing
I
the
think
list."
Charles
And
just
quote,
doesn't
unquote, "I no
want to
longer
meet
want
Trump. I won't
your
be
support."
surprised.
So what is that about, Gaddy? Is he going to get away with that?
So I think Donald Trump.
I think he's got his
as you
official
say,
meeting
this
in
is a schism
September,
in
isn't it?
MAGA.
State
It's really,
visit.
I think the first major test of Donald Trump's control of the MAGA movement
There we go.
that we've seen since the inauguration, possibly actually ever. We haven't seen MAGA revolt like this after he has specifically asked
Never
them
did.
in a huge long social media screed. He asked them to let this go. He asked them to say, he fueled this conspiracy theory. I mean, let's be completely honest about this.
Fueled it. He had a flamethrower. I mean, he had Duraflame logs. He was throwing it everywhere.
He took the tank, he, did the flamethrower, created the conspiracy theory, led directly into QAnon.
Yes,
and this
Tasman B.
whole idea that elites who are pedophiles are running America. I mean, where have we heard
God's
this before?
sake.
Pizzagate, right? Hillary Clinton was a pedophile. Who
They're
had
drinking the
children,
blood of the
basement pizza parlor,
children.
Some guy goes and shoots up, and this is
Russian propaganda, by the way, just for everybody's point of view.
totally.
Our intelligence
This is not
community
actually
feels
true,
it was
guys.
our intelligence community believes it was created by Russian propaganda and then fueled by social media influencers in America that were paid by Russia. And by the way, it's stuff, Cat. There's 15 to 20% of the people on social media that actually buy into
They're
it.
eating the cats. They're eating the
Here's an
dogs.
issue, Patty, and just address this for me. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going after this issue. It pulls well for
God,
her.
so hot. I'm sweating like a good night, I am.
Trump, as I continue to repeat,
Suppose
on
I could
this
have
show,
took all my clothes off.
tick, tick. He's a declining.
No, I won't do it, don't worry.
asset. She's got to get.
Shocking it was, blimey.
He's on his way out, and she's sticking with the Epstein story. How is that going to impact Donald Trump?
I mean, I think the question is how long this story lasts and how much impact it has in the midterms. But I think to understand how
If there
long
is a
it lasts
midterms.
and why it's blown up so ferociously and
Okay.
why it's caused this schism, you have to also get
it's
back to
better.
the story's kind of origin roots, which is this deep belief in MAGA world that this is real, right? That there are pedophiles at the top of government, that there are powerful people protecting other powerful people.
You need an
that there are
OnlyFans for that, bud.
people
Oh,
associated with
yeah,
Jeffrey
an
Epstein, names have
OnlyFans.
never been released. Many of them they believe are Democrats.
Well, you
And
catch me
the
up with me on
system
Grindr
is
if you like.
Donald
Yeah.
Trump, when he was out of power,
It's a 6
called
inch
the
it is, yeah.
release of
Got an
the
8 inch as
Epstein
well.
files.
And I got one with a wide
And
wheel on it as well.
There is a list.
Yeah,
Attorney
on
General,
Grindr.
There is a list. It's on my desk.
So you went on television. I mean,
What,
I'll
I'm
answer
associated-
myself. I cannot survive. I wouldn't be able to survive. If you went on television and said, I've got the list on my desk for review, there's an extensive list, and you invited people into the White House West Wing, and you handed them these big loose leaf binders with
There was nothing in them, was there?
information
just-
in them, and they're all walking out of there showing
Those
them. And then 6-8 weeks later, they say,
so-called
there's no
alternative
list.
media.
There's nothing more to say.
influence.
We'll make that announcement on the
They
Independence
literally
Day
just
holiday on
was
a
handed
Sunday
over a load of
when you're trying
stuff
to
that's already
drive home
available.
from the beach. So God, you survive
And
that?
by the
Online.
way,
You can survive that?
she is
There's
the
nothing new in that.
nation's top law enforcement official, which generally means you're meant to speak the truth. So I don't know if she's lying or not lying, but at some point she seems to be obviously
Pam
it's like they're
Bondi.
doing a kind of Jedi mind trick here. There is no list, nothing to see here. We told you there was a list,
No,
but
it's the
there is
Men
no
in
list.
Black neuralizer. They want to like, everybody get in front of the TV. We're going to flash your brain and erase your memory
everything we've ever said about the Epstein
Everything we
files.
stand for.
You need a neuralizer. That's what we
We
need.
stand for taking
Us
out
against
the.
them, taking out the powerful, taking out the vested interests, the elites. This is the ultimate kind of rotten elite story. But can I
To be
just-
fair, he could drop down dead any moment, couldn't he?
Quote. Here's
He's
another
basically
quote.
got
I think
congestive
this was
heart
fun.
failure.
This was a fun
You
one.
know?
Okay, who said, it's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
Okay, so that is Donald Trump Sr. But
Blimey.
In 2002, in an interview with New York
So
Magazine,
let me add an
and you wonder why they're now a little nervous about the Epstein
Or
files.
then let me add an anecdote to that. He was going up the escalator at Trump Tower one day. And
There's
a
videos out
young
there,
girl below
there's
the age of
photographs out there,
was
Donald
coming
Trump
down,
with these girls.
And he said, "Oh, look at you!
And,
I'll be dating and married to you someday."
Wolf was
He
saying
going
that
up and down
Donald
this
Trump was there with
right?
these
Done everything
12,
he
13-year-olds, and they
to
were
stop
giggling
it
and
from
laughing with the
coming
boobs
out,
out, but having
the person
pointing to
knows
his
that in every
crotch
algorithmic
with a
way
stain
possible,
on it.
but who knows? I'm not here to throw rocks at anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just here to point out if you start a conspiracy
Yeah, I know.
theory.
And yet they're
and
still
you have
making
this
excuses for
conspiracy
him.
theory burning brightly.
Oh,
and you
fake
promise
news,
people
they go,
that
fake
the gold for
news.
this, and you're gonna open up the worms, the can
It's
of
the
worms in
Democrats.
deep state and kill all the worms.
The
And then you say,
Democrats
"Oh, by
made the
way, there are no
files.
worms." I think you got a problem. I think you have a problem with your base. So I went out
This one is
last
in a bit of a
night
bad
for
state,
our
this one is.
show, and I called
get a bit.
people in the media.
I've been
I
building
called
a
people
door
at
here.
Fox.
I've nearly done
I
it.
called
It's
people
nearly
at
there.
CNN, former
There you go.
CNN, MSNBC.
There's a frame on the
etc.
wall. They can see the frame.
Is this going to?
There's a full
finish
pane,
it? Did we find
door.
something where it's going to?
We don't put four panes anymore. We just put one big one in.
So, Gaddy,
And,
15
then we
15
use
people that I spoke to.
Frame in the
said
round on top of the glass. 'Cause
I
the problem
agree.
is
What
that
say you? So
causes
now
rot.
16 of 16.
We're 60.
and also you've got to buy 4 separate panes.
17.
So we're all in-
Which is 4 corners in each pane. It will actually cost 4 times as much, even though they're tiny.
That means
wrong.
that
Yeah, a
there's
little window
cost
costs as much as big ones.
Okay,
You
so
you charge from the corners, you see.
Wall Street.
But no, this isn't Wall Street though. He's going to be 3 weeks from now. We're going to be moving on to something else. He'll drop a bunker buster bomb.
Yeah.
He'll
Nearly there, that one.
fight with Putin.
It's got
Something
big
will
so
happen.
sharp
This
it
will
is,
go
yeah.
away. Am I right in saying that?
I've had to shave my nether regions, the lovely toy room. My wife would have a hell of a time pulling me out of it, I know.
In a second. But I think what it does point to.
Well, this is one of my workshops. You've probably seen it before, I can't remember. But it's my main bench. Now, unlike a lot of these woodworkers you see online, my bench is fixed to the floor, alright? This bench don't move. It does, every time you go on a plane over it, it doesn't slide backwards and forwards like I like to see a lot of them do. And then over there's my radial arm saw and my router table and rotors and my drill sets over there. There's my table saw, all of that mess. Oh my god, I really had to tidy up. And then over there got 2 band saws. I've got the planer, my thicknesser, planer,
kids will start fighting.
well,
to go back
old
into
fridge,
history,
a bare
in
fridge.
Serbia, you take away Tito, what happens? You have the Bosnian War, right? And you have
Then I've got my workshop
country
through
held
there as
together
well.
that can no longer be held together. And I think we should be looking at this as an indication of the future.
That's why I spend a lot of time in here. A lot of time.
Is stronger than MAGA at the moment.
Making stuff.
He's going to
We're making a hell of a lot of stuff for our rewilding project as well here in France. We're planting shitloads of trees.
She actually dropped it. He told Charlie Kirk, the influencer, to drop it. He's kind of revived it again now.
Oh yeah,
I think he survives this because I think
Charlie
he thinks it's
Kirk,
going
he had a
right.
phone call
He'll
from
convey
Donald
the
Trump, and all of a
drop
sudden
another Donkey
he
Buster.
starts saying
Yeah,
that, oh,
actually
about these
imposed
Charlie
tariffs on a
Epstein,
whole
Charlie,
bunch of countries.
Jeffrey
And
Epstein,
we're
fuck, keep on Charlie
But
Epstein.
it gets to
Okay, I keep it Charlie
unhappiness in the
Hebdo,
family.
but
I see Donald Trump in a certain way, so
Anyway,
I don't know,
Jeffrey
they
Epstein
can
files.
react to it. I see Donald
And then all
Trump
of a
as
sudden,
person
Charlie
who has
Kirk
almost a fixed
says, oh yeah,
politics.
I
What do I
believe
mean
the
by that?
establishment,
He
the
is president.
establishment.
He got back to the
He says-
presidency. He's entitled to make it out
Crikey.
for the next 4 years if he's not
And
impeached
these
and
people have been
convicted.
going on about
His
these
own party will do
files
that
for
to him.
years.
So there's a bandwidth of
Because they
volatility
put bums on
where he
seats.
could be slumping a little approval ratings or going up a little.
Really did, just put
It
bums
doesn't
on
matter. He's a
seats.
fixed asset
Make you wonder, doesn't it?
until it's time for him to go. And so these things are not going to really have major consequences. Is that your opinion, or are you different from that?
No, I think this doesn't have major consequences for him. I
What?
mean, I think it's, it's not, because it caused him, let's play out one scenario. This causes him problems in the midterms, or something causes him problems in the midterms.
I think
He
it's
loses
causing a
the
huge amount of
House,
problems
the
with his
House
base,
begins
isn't it?
impeachment
His
proceedings.
MAGA
They
base.
tried to have him for everything that they've got on him, corruption, etc., etc., etc. worst case scenario.
I ain't actually made any videos today. I made one last night, but I ain't made it.
also
They're not
think
performing
that's
at the
a very
moment. It's not very
remote
encouraging. Do you know what I mean?
But
I think,
suppose
I can't be
anything
bothered.
that plays
It's
into
not
the
getting
prospect
views.
of him losing the
It's a
house
bit discouraging, but there you go.
2026.
So it goes sometimes.
increases
Maybe
problems
just need a bit of a break
potentially
from
for
it.
him. But I agree
I'll
with you
start again.
and the 16 other people that we've spoken to and all of the people that I've spoken to on Morning Joe who say, yes, this is a problem, but it's not a problem particularly for
You
Donald
can get a
Trump
bit
in the short
sick then,
term.
can't you? You're
What
just
do you think
constantly
about how
following and
Democrats
making
are
videos
handling
about
this?
nasty
Is there
people.
any-
It's just kind of,
Well,
it gets to you after a while, doesn't it, you know?
I mean, that's
There
And I know some people said, oh, you know, sometimes you just need
okay.
time out,
Let's
you know?
step back for a second. I'm not saying Epstein had a client list,
Okay,
but
just to clarify.
I am saying that there were people who hung out with the guy,
Of course he had a
playing
client
with the
list.
guy.
Sure.
We know that he was a known pedophile.
Mhm.
Ghislaine Maxwell, if it's all a hoax and there's no list and nothing happened,
Why she's in prison?
Oh, I
why
think
is
stuff
she
happened.
in jail?
I think stuff
Well,
happened.
she's in jail for sex trafficking. Isn't that
Yeah.
why she's in jail?
And it was
Okay, so who did
super
they sex traffic
suspect.
to? Who did they sex
I
traffic
agree.
to? And the answer is there were executives and there were politicians that they were sex trafficking to. And oh, by the way, let's not forget Alex Acosta. And for those of you that may not know who he is, he's the former labor secretary. He worked in the Justice Department and he prosecuted Jeff Epstein in Florida. And he said to people,
3,000
I
grand.
was told that he was part of an intelligence operation and I needed to lessen his sentence and punish him, but get him out of jail quickly and make sure he was in a minimum security jail. He returned to jail in 2019. But I'm just saying, are we going to wash over all that? If we're going to wash over all that, that's fine.
Too many
I don't
people
like
involved,
the
don't
Panama
they?
Papers. You remember the Panama
There's
Papers?
too many
We don't
people.
talk about them
Yeah.
anymore.
Bloody
but
Lud,
it was rife
I don't know.
self-dealing.
Is it Ludlick, what his name is? You know, commissary, not commissary.
We're not going to talk about it. It's okay.
Commissary.
The thing you can't
He's,
get away with in my
he's-
mind.
Didn't
after
he
the
buy his
deep
house
state,
from
but it's like the horror movie where the calls
Epstein?
coming from inside the
So
house.
on to Epstein or
By the
something.
way,
He
I
lived
am
next
deep
door.
state. You see that?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to
That's the
fly
problem.
with the Marjorie Taylor Greene quadrant. So your insight, which I think is a brilliant one,
got-
I just want to expound upon. There's going
Donald
to be a
Trump,
major
Lutnick,
civil
and,
war post the
Epstein,
patriarch's
all on
demise.
the
I think
same
we can't
street.
overemphasize
All
that
yeah.
enough.
One
That's a
after
great
the other.
point
And
by
I
you.
think we should start looking for that because I think it's brewing. And I think the splits within,
Ooh,
we've spoken a lot about the splits in the Democratic Party.
So
and
hot, I
they
tell
are
ya.
sort of almost traditional ideological splits between center and left. The splits between the Republican Party are more widespread and they're more weird and they're more
Oh,
deep
oh.
founded because of Trump and they're more emotional. They're not just policy, and this is definitely one of those emotional ones. I'm not saying there were not people who did things with Jeffrey Epstein, and we know that we're sitting here in Britain in the royal family that seems to be missing one member because of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
Prince
Bad
Andrew.
Things happened with Jeffrey Epstein, and an awful lot of powerful people spent time with him, went on his plane with him, went down to his parties with him in the Caribbean, and the chances of some of those people having been caught up with people who are women who are underage, I think is reasonably high. I think the fact that there are questions about where's the missing 2 minutes or whatever it is,
And where are the
camera
P
that was
tapes?
outside his cell.
Where
on the
are
night he
they?
died. Why were the guards
Make a fortune with them.
oddly, at the moment he was committed suicide or said to have committed suicide? I think all of that,
Who wants to buy a P
and you
tape?
can see how it definitely
Huh?
was conspiracy theories.
Hey,
And the
Angelina
swing
Jones.
facts
Hello
and
there.
story
Oh,
that I can understand.
Angelina
Why-
Jones. Hello
I
there.
would like
Oh, thank you
answers
very
to all
much
those
for that
things.
super
But
chat.
when I
Oh,
say there's no
fantastic. Thank
list, I
you.
think there's
So
enough
Donald
reporting now.
Trump Jr., he wants those answers.
He
man.
wants those answers. So does
But
Marjorie
he's
Taylor Greene.
quiet.
quiet about- I'm just curious, why is Donald Trump Jr. quiet about this
Having
now?
been so, because I think his dad doesn't want the story to be talked about anymore because this is not helping him.
Oh,
He wants to
no.
get back to the big beautiful bill. He wants to get back to the things that he says he's achieved,
Oh my God.
and he doesn't want the distraction.
How sharp
The
is
story,
that?
As
Can
he
you see
said
it?
to MAGA,
It
stop
shows
fighting
about my
among
hand.
yourselves. You're not helping me.
30 seconds on Vance. I think
An old
this
Robert
is
Sorby
important.
chisel.
Vance,
Old
is
steel.
gonna get
Takes a lot of beating,
And so if you're listening to this podcast,
Got a bald patch on the back of my hand now, see it?
sometime in 2026 or 27.
Oh, there's a
and
Stanley
Vance has
Bailey
been
number.
relayed like Elon
Four. There's a
Musk.
wartime one. This
You'll
is about
remember what I said,
1942
because he's gonna get
to
destroyed.
44.
Because he doesn't know where to go. Because,
I pimped it
because
up,
Trump says
as
do
he does.
this, and he goes and does that. He goes on the Theo Von show and says, "We got to get the list out." Now he's saying,
Nice hand playing, actually.
So over here, they're gonna put him You know,
I did
said
fit
the
some
wood
cherry
chipper, but I
handles
actually
onto
think
it.
they
Yeah,
put
that's
him in a
cherry
blender
toad.
for like a food
And
processor,
a cherry and
then
walnut knob.
pour him into the
That's a
wood
kind of
chipper.
Sarah Palin image.
I'm
Yeah,
just letting you
I
know,
upgraded the
man.
plane iron as well,
You can
which
talk about the
needs
Democratic Party right now, but I'm
a
just letting you know.
honing.
Bye.
Okay,
you
well,
say.
forget the gore for a
Just
second.
dumb Vance. Just something
And,
Vance.
and
I gotta
anyone
tell
who
you,
thinks
it's not gonna-
Vance is the kind of patriarch that can keep this fractious MAGA
No.
movement together
No,
is
not
dreaming.
chance.
They're
By
on
the way,
the
one other thing, and for
No
the younger people
chance.
listening, because I know you guys
There's
see
no
these
way
memes
Vance
of
can
Vance
take
all
Donald Trump's
fat
place.
and like round faced on Instagram.
I don't think anyone can, to be
No
honest.
chance to be president when you
You've got a
are
79-year-old
round-faced and
man
fat
who,
and
quite
just
frankly,
going
does have
all
quite a bit
through
of
the Instagram
energy,
channels
let's
and
be
stuff.
honest.
I'm
All
just
for the
letting
wrong
you- and by the way,
reasons, because he's
So
a
we
foul
have a
individual.
president who is a little on the
But
overweight
he is,
side.
But they don't need
He certainly
him
has
like a
the
blow-up
get and go.
doll, like a Cabbage Patch Kid from 1984. with a
Spout another
beard.
rubbish.
They don't do that to him. They do it to J.D. Vance. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, J.D. Vance. Okay, go to the Democrats.
So the Democrats now, of course, are jumping on this. They are, you've got this irony of the
All right.
Democrats saying, crying conspiracy theory about something they said there was no conspiracy theory about and trying to kind of make hay of this. I think you can see that as totally cynical. Of course it is. That's what the
Isn't that
Democrats want
blunt?
to do. They see a political
So I'm
opening,
gonna go
they'd be
straight to
fools
the
not
2.5.
take it. And I think they have a couple of opportunities. One is they have internal polling that by this Democratic polling company called Blue Rose that shows that 61% of Trump voters do think that law enforcement is hiding information about powerful people. So they can see that this is a movement, an
Do
issue.
you think that?
Do I think law enforcement is hiding information? I don't know in this case.
I think so.
I'm not in the kind of there's a deliberate conspiracy to cover up about powerful people.
Okay, but you said earlier.
But I think
this
I
There's
want
no-
to-
there's
I
no
want to know
way.
answers
powerful
to these
people
questions.
protect powerful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's true. Powerful people protect powerful people by passing legislation that gives powerful people massive tax breaks. They do it all the time. Rich people protect rich people in that way.
No, there's
We've
more
just
to
seen
it than that.
happen in the United States. I don't
You
mean
can't
this
keep
in
this
a-
level
here's
of,
the-
I remember what you said. By the way, I completely agree.
corruption
with you. I wanna explain
and,
this to people from the social engineering perspective.
grossness.
And then I'll get back to
Quiet,
that.
can you? Because there was something talk.
Okay.
Right.
How many times has Trump had to buy these girls off and threaten them?
Middle class.
You know?
Okay, Teddy Roosevelt understood that. Henry Ford
Look at,
understood that. Henry Ford said, "Hey,
Mr.
I'm
Frey
gonna
might
pay
have
these people
issued
enough money
bought
to
off
buy
by
the product
15
that
million
they're
quid by
producing,
Prince
and make
Andrew,
sure they're in
which his
single-family
mother had to
houses
pay.
near
The Queen.
factory, so they don't come after
Yeah.
me in my mansion with tiki torches and pitchforks while I'm carving up my steak and eating my caviar." And so this nonsense that we're doing in this generation, where we're regressively shifting the tax code to favor the rich to try to get us a few trillionaires, is gonna blow back on us, Caddy. It's gonna be a really bad thing.
That's why we were asked about whether there could be a revolution in the show last night. I thought it was a
That's what we
very
did.
good
Revolution.
But I think the other thing it does for
Pitchfork
Democrats,
time.
and then we are definitely
Like
going to
my, like my ancestors.
is
The
that
Ketch
it gives them the
Rebellion.
opportunity to show that Trump is a flip-flopper. And American voters generally don't like flip-floppers. It was what sunk John Kerry in his candidacy. Remember in 2004 when literally at the Republican convention, everyone was up there. I was there at that convention holding flip-flops because John Kerry had flipped his position on the war. It's not something that Americans tend to like. And they can say, look, he's flip-flopped on this and look at all the other list of
Okay,
things that he's
I'm
flip-flopped on.
gonna push back on it.
Okay.
Because yes, I hear you and the flip flops and so forth, but John Kerry lost that election because he was a wooden Ichabod crane. And that's why he lost the election. Okay, and the only thing people
A
saw of
wooden
John
what?
Kerry was his Adam's apple, and that's why he lost the election. And so you could disagree with me on that, but we do a lot of flip flopping in this country. We had Reagan as a Democrat; he went to be the Republican. I can name every
Trump
single
as
candidate
well.
that has flip flopped on almost everything. And politicians, whether we like it or not, do flip flop. So I don't think that's it. I think where the Democrats could really make headway is if they expanded the tent of that party and they said,
Right.
okay, hey guys, these MAGA people are nuts. Or, as, you know, in my neighborhood, they say goo-goots. You got a chicken running around in your head. The goo-goots. And what you got to do is widen the party, strengthen the democracy, strengthen the system. And
Really?
my friend Gavin Newsom, which you pointed out in last night's show, is finally switching the narrative on California, pushing back on people.
He's been really
He's saying,
speaking
hey,
out, Gavin Newsom,
California
hasn't he?
is Tech, California is Hollywood, it's culture.
You pretty much called him an
exporter,
arsehole the other day.
71% of America's GDP.
and it's also $83 billion of money getting exported from California on a net basis to the federal government It's minus 71 billion for Texas. And
Do you
kudos
think
to
that-
Gavin Newsom for finally pointing that
Do you think
out.
that Newsom, Gavin Newsom would ever restrict the
But
funds
anyway, that
from...
was a very nice ending.
the federal
to the first
purse?
half. We'll take a break and come right
I
back.
can't see it myself because it's a bit
This
kind
episode
of,
is
how to
brought
put
to you
it,
by Sally. So, Caddy,
risky, innit?
have you ever used an eSIM when you travel?
I haven't.
Oh, no, it's an
and
advert.
It sounds sort of magical. So how does it actually work?
Sally's eSIM, it works like a physical SIM card, but without
Oh.
having to insert anything into your device. And it offers a ton of benefits, such as helping you avoid roaming
cut
fees
myself.
and making it easier.
You'd laugh, wouldn't you, if I
to
cut
switch
myself, wouldn't you?
between providers. It's
Stop
truly
doing it. I'm
sensational.
literally with my hand over there like a bit more level, like that way.
I'll be able to
And
see
then
all
like
those
that way.
messages and the photographs that you send me
Like that.
every
So there's a
day.
burr on there,
And then
like a
I'll
wire
scramble
edge.
to find
You
some
bend
kind
it
of
one way,
SIM,
then
right?
bend it the other way, and it breaks
There's
off.
no waiting around or dealing with a kiosk.
If you don't
at the
do that, you end
airport.
up having...
All you got to do is
Oh, there you go.
download it into the phone.
Can you see that?
And
How
it
sharp
works
that is?
beautifully, and it works seamlessly.
How do I
You
sound?
see, yeah,
So
you've got to be able to
download
sharpen your
Sally in the App
tools.
Store or by scanning
There's a
the
lot of
QR
woodworkers out
code
there, just really, I
on
mean,
the screen.
machiners,
You
because
can
all they do is
use
just keep
the
buying new
code
stuff
Trip
instead of
US at
actually
checkout to get 15%
sharpening what they've
off
got. They just
your
use
first
machines instead
purchase.
of
All
hand
the
tools.
details can be
I
found
like
in
hand
the
tools.
episode's description
There you
box.
go, done that there.
Thank you guys. Try Sally.
Right,
I
so let's
think
get
you're
to...
gonna love it.
Okay, welcome back,
Into
everybody.
that. All right,
Anthony and
back
I
into
still
there.
in London recording
About a
this.
millimetre
and
back.
In this half, we are going to talk
That's
about
good.
Ukraine, where there has been an arc of change in the president's
I don't know if you've seen it, but Ukraine's been building these
recently.
wheeled drone units
where
they've been able to,
very frustrated.
well, they've been quite headway with them as well. So they drive these things up, these drones in,
She didn't like bombs being
and they've got
dropped
like
on Kyiv.
howitzers or
And
machine guns on them.
For the fifth time, by my count this year, Donald Trump has
How many
issued an
people can
ultimatum
those things kill
Vladimir
before you
Putin
actually
and said he has
manage
50
to stop them?
days to agree to a ceasefire, or there will be tariffs.
They're like little
and
wheeled
secondary
tanks,
sanctions,
but radio controlled.
put on those countries that are dealing with Russia.
Sharp.
And also,
We want a sharp
importantly,
tool,
he has
don't
said
we?
that He's going to
Ooh.
send Patriot
Not
missile
like Trump, he's not the
systems
sharpest
to
tool in the
Ukraine,
drawer,
which they
no.
desperately need.
Sharpest
He said
knife in the
it's
drawer,
gonna be
that's good.
Billions
That'll
of
do.
dollars worth of
I can get on,
weaponry,
mate.
sitting in the Oval Office.
Oh my God,
with
it's
the
so
military
hot, I'm
Secretary General
sweating
Mark
like a
Rutte.
man.
He said that he made it very clear that these were not. It's not going to be American money. European countries are going to pay for these Patriot missile systems. There'll be American
Yeah,
systems.
but
but they'll be
apparently
sent
Donald
to
Trump's
Ukraine.
buying them, but we're all
When he
paying for them.
announced
So basically,
this,
what he means
actually,
is Donald
what I
Trump
heard
is
from Kyiv
selling them.
was that there was euphoria in Kyiv,
Right.
but it didn't last very long. So as the details and the
They'll laugh,
realization
won't
of what this actually meant came out, or rather
Right,
the
done.
lack of details, because everybody wants in Ukraine more defensive weapon systems and potentially even offensive weapon systems. There was initially some speculation that there'd be offensive weapon systems.
they're talking
in
about
this
those,
package. Now that's gone away. It's
long-range
clear there are going
missiles.
to be offensive weapon systems. We don't know how big this package is going to be. Is it going to be, when he says billions, does he mean 10 billion? Does he mean 2 billion? 10 billion will probably be significant. 2 billion won't last them terribly long
Nope.
through what is seen to be a Russian summer offensive. And this idea that the Russians have just been given 50 days.
Tools
carte
get
blanche to
dirty,
do
you
what
know.
they like before Donald Trump does anything, and even when
Great.
they actually do anything, given that he's threatened 4 times already this year to do something and then hasn't done anything. So there's been, I think, since that Monday
Well, he
meeting,
did say
where
2
initially this was
weeks!
seen as a real change.
Or was
in
it
Donald
5
Trump's
weeks?
towards
Got a bit-
Russia. There's been something
2
kind of
weeks!
little bit of cold
Oh,
water
dear
thrown
me.
in this in Kyiv, and they're a bit more concerned that this may or
Right,
may not
lovely.
happen. They don't know how big it's going to
Lovely.
be. In any way, can they really rely on this being a long-term thing from Donald Trump?
Go to your sources in Washington for a second. You know, because I've been told, and again, I don't know if this is true, but I've been told
Subtitles. I don't know if I can do that here.
lots of
And
senators got together with Trump
can you put
and
subtitles
said,
on?
Hey, I'm just letting you know, you
Oh.
gotta knock this off. If
I've
you're
heard the
not-
same thing.
I think only on the videos. I don't think there's
So the
subtitles
rumors
on
out of
lives.
Washington is several senators went to
Congress
Trump and said,
approved a
"Listen,
bill to
we need
cancel
to do all this. You gotta knock
all
it off.
federal
If you don't knock
funding
it
for
off, we're
public
gonna pass
broadcasting.
a
Yeah, PBS and
resolution.
NPR.
We're coming for Putin, and we're going to go help unilaterally without your help.
So basically,
And I
that's
think
okay.
that's the thing that really stopped Trump, and then he deflected
So
that
basically,
from alignment
you're going to have no
alignment
independent media.
towards the citizens.
It's all bought media, like, you know,
I guess my
like
question
Fox
is-
News, which has been
I've always
Speaking
liked
out,
Melania. I have
not
a
Fox
very
News,
good
but
relationship with
the
her.
owners of
Very cordial. She's always
the
very
Wall
nice.
Street Journal, which is
And so,
Murdoch,
let's
isn't
give
it?
her the benefit.
It's Murdoch, and
She's from Eastern European
Donald Trump
origin.
apparently tried to get him to not publish the article.
I imagine.
I'll give her the benefit
But he
of the
did.
doubt, and
But they did.
I'll accept that as true. But the central question I have for you,
The article about the drawing with their
ever
boobies
do
and the
anything
signature. You know what I mean.
knock
Hello.
in the nose.
Hello. Howdy, Brett Wall. Hope you're well.
Latimer,
Kids learning on TV, hone, Bible bashing in the classroom.
I think the reason
Oh,
you
God.
heard the tougher language this week and Donald Trump saying he talks nice to me, but then I go back home and Melania says, look, yeah, but they're
Patriot
people, and I'm
merch.
fed up with that. I think the reason he changed his
Patriot merch from other and this. Oh, God. No, really?
is partly because of this Senate resolution saying there were going to be 500% sanctions.
Jack saying, I hope everybody is well today. That's the same applies there. Ditto.
That he has come out in public.
Well, he said NATO is paying. I know.
Said to Vladimir Putin, you have to stop, or else.
Which basically means all the NATO members, apart from
You're pissing
the United
off.
States.
He's genuinely.
So really, not giving anything really. It's just selling,
One thing Donald
selling the
Trump
arms.
is being played for a fool, right? He doesn't like being made to look like he's an idiot. I think the problem with this is that you've got important bits of American foreign policy.
I want to sharpen tangerines.
made by one person's emotional insecurity.
Where's my pot of gold?
How they look in
I want the gold. I like gold.
by teams of professionals in the State Department or the National Security
do.
Council, which has been gutted anyway. I mean,
Need a strop. I've got a strop. I've got my hands as well.
Council to try
I've got a strop hanging on the.
how to resolve this war. There aren't experts.
It's actually hanging on my sharpening station over there. But I'm here. And I've always done it on my hands anyway. They're on the ends of my arms, you see. It's quite handy.
Been played for a fool, so let's change the policy.
There we come.
That's not a way to make
Teachers don't mention the Bible in public schools.
It doesn't mean very much. When
I
there's
just,
no
I
thought
think
process and structure
church should
and
be kept out of
system.
school, quite frankly.
It's a role play on the
It's
spot.
just kept out of school. There's, there's,
No.
I've got an oily rag to wipe my face with.
You are an MI6 intelligence.
It's no plus. It should be nowhere near a school. Religion.
You, and I am a
Probably about education.
foreign officer. Could even be the.
Yeah, I'm in the workshop today. I've been doing my door. I've been building a door for a customer. Just got to put the windows in and the water bars on. I built the frame. Frame's at the back there. Big hefty old frame. It's all oak. All jointed. Proper joints, Mortise and tendons. Haunched.
Complicated, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, HR.
We're spending billions of dollars on intelligence. Come on, tell me what you're telling me.
It is nice being there, Jan's, playing a bit of wood. Separation of church and state. Plenty of religious schools if you want that education. Fair point, isn't it? If that's where you want to head, if that's your thing, that's fine. But what about all those kids in school that either don't follow that particular religion or don't follow religion at all? You just keep it out of it. You don't need it. I understand teaching about religion, like for instance that it exists, so you can have an understanding on where people are coming from, maybe. I get that, religious education and studies.
And it could just be
but not
that was given by the Russians.
like prayers and shit like that before you start your class or assembly and all that. God, I hated that.
Made $3 billion.
Absolutely hated it.
As the president, so let's say they were.
And I don't believe in any of that.
Let's say
It's not,
Vladimir Putin tonight
it's not me.
goes on Russian national.
Oh, thank you very much,
shows
Jack.
All the money that he funneled.
I've made quite a few doors here. Usually you get pretty chunky, heavy oak things,
Taxes.
at least 2 inches thick. So they're quite weighty.
I'd be stupid not to take it.
I've got to fit this one for the customer.
So what do you?
And currently the opening, what word for line? The door is 2.3 metres tall, the one she's got in there. What's up at that bloody wide? It looks ridiculous. It's like a slot. It's like an arrow slit for a door.
Money. Excuse me. You did. You used.
She only had it fitted last year. At this aluminium door, good quality door, but it's just ridiculous because they didn't want to cut any of the wall out. So I'm going to have to widen the open, cut a bit of the wall out to install the door. Fine. There's room to do that. That's what we'll do.
The British are aware of this. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? It is nuts. Now, last night,
I'm not inside MI6.
I couldn't sleep very well last night, so then I looked at my phone and saw on my feed about
Vladimir Putin is odd.
Oh,
Has
Donald
always been
Trump and
very
this
inexplicable.
picture.
And then when he says something like this,
This
that's
card,
like
this
the
greeting
50
card,
thing.
greetings
He initially
card.
said, I'm really pissed
I
off
thought to
with
myself, oh, I'm gonna have to go
the
live
Russians
with that,
and
so I
I'm going
did.
to
Also made a
more
video.
Patriot missile
Didn't do
systems.
very
They
well.
really
You know,
did.
none of my videos at the
It's
moment are doing well.
not
They've been doing really poorly, but yeah,
of Vladimir Putin.
what have I done with my device? I have a device here. There you go. Oh, here it is.
He's got a gun to his head by the United States Senate.
You think he cares about the United States Senate? He controls the Senate.
It does care a little bit. I think they are reaching for him. I think you're going to learn over the next 6 to 12 months.
There we are. I think they're a little bit optimistic, them too, because I don't see any of that happening. I think it's going to go tits up. I'm just hoping the whole thing implodes and they will implode on themselves. There's a lot of resistance now, proper resistance to the ICE. They're basically swarming them, swarming ICE. You know, making it difficult for them.
You think that
Yeah.
there is something, or you think there is
There we
nothing,
come.
and that Trump just likes big bad?
Right, there we are.
I don't know is the honest answer.
Now, if I'm on his oh crikey, there's True Social.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
what it is, and I'm never gonna
So,
say
I've always felt that the relationship with Vladimir Putin.
There we come.
something. I thought it was money, and now I'm thinking it probably isn't money because Trump is a resilient guy. He would survive money. It could be something more damning.
Donald Trump says, I look forward to getting Rupert Murdoch to testify in my lawsuit against him and his pile of garbage newspaper, the Wall Street Journal. That will be an interesting experience, he says. Yes, he's threatening to sue the Wall Street Journal because they published that the story about the the birthday greetings and stuff. And then he's gone on about Colbert, you know, the presenter, comedy presenter, who they've I can't remember what it's called now. It was Late Show or something. It's going to be cancelled next year. So in 2026. So he's obviously coming to the end of his contract. And then he says, I hear that Jimmy Kimmel is going to be next. He'll be the next one cancelled, as far as Donald Trump's concerned. Including the moron on NBC who ruined the once great Tonight Show, he says. Oh, for God's sake. If there was, he goes, there we go. Look. If there was a smoking gun on Epstein, why didn't the Dems, who controlled the files for years and had Garland and Comey in charge, use it? Because they had nothing. No, that's what he's saying. No, it's because there's Democrats in it as well. You've got to try and tell me they're not involved. Yeah? We're talking about a period of time when, well, Donald Trump was arguably a Democrat, not a Republican, when this was all going on. And then we come down here.
That would make Trump massively unpopular. So they're not going to do that. That's why in Russia they shrugged that off.
Not that one.
And that's why
So the Wall Street Journal printed a fake letter, supposedly to Epstein. These are not my words, they say. Not the way I talk, he said. Also, I don't draw pictures, which is an outright lie, because there's several pictures that he's drawn, doodles he's drawn, they're actually being sold for a lot of money, like 30 odd grand. Why? He said he shouldn't have printed this fake story, but he did. And now I'm going to sue his ass off, yeah. And that of his third-rate newspaper. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Anyway, he'll be dead soon because, you know, his ankles are swollen. He's congestive heart failure. His valves aren't working properly. He's been on blood thinners and aspirin for a good long while. That's why he's bruising. You know. But apparently he has to shake a lot of hands, according to Caroline Levitt. You got to shake the hands, you know, and it's a very important job that he has to got to shake their hands. Tough and vigorous. No wonder he's getting bruises on his hands. What a load of bollocks. There we come. So yes, that's what he's been saying on there.
It's a tough neighborhood, Eastern Europe, and it's very.
And then we got crikey. So Trump, he ordered Pam Bondi to release some of the documents regarding the Epstein documents. Well, you know as well as I do, either it'll be heavily redacted, or they just won't be there. It'll be empty. It'll be just well, any mention of Trump will be removed. They're probably plagiarising it as we speak.
Of the kind of brutality of that war and the number of lives that were being lost over entrenched warfare.
Excuse me.
Ukraine,
And we
for
come.
a few miles here and there, a few yards here and there, and it reminds me. It's weird reading it.
So the US has actually diverted apparently Patriot systems for Ukraine from Switzerland.
I think it's
Well, that's supposed to be a neutral state anyway, so why do they need them?
Europeans to rearm.
Well, neutral country, not state.
Which probably you're right takes us through.
So foreign buyers sank 56 billion into US homes over the last year. And now they're feeling that they've made a mistake.
If people would like to become founding members, that one where I say you
Oh,
can go to
dear.
justicepoliticsus.com to become a founding member. That's the
There we go.
Okay, we could make that pitch. If you'd like to become a founding member, go to the
Toyota and Honda have decided they're going to be leaving the United States over the tariffs and uncertainty. They can't plan anything, you see. You look at 10-year projects, aren't you, to build a factory or do this, that and the other, and they can't guarantee the outcome from that. Japan's Kawasaki Kisen prepared to reroute more ships away from the US over tariffs as well. Crikey, which basically means that they won't get what the US is not going to get what it needs to function, or if manufacturing what have you of that requires Japanese products. So the Japanese shipper Kawasaki Kisen is adjusting the US services and is prepared to reroute more ships away from other regions as it braces for potentially higher US tariffs. Takanori Iragashi said. Yeah, that was back on Thursday. Yesterday. There's been times when ships couldn't be fully loaded on some routes. Oh, of course, because obviously demand is reduced, isn't it? Because the prices have gone up. So they're not getting a full ship. And then it's not cost effective. So container services from East Asia to the United States, who took his post in March, told Reuters in an interview, "We're adjusting our fleet capacity according to the cargo volumes." Now, one of the Japan's major shipping companies, Kawasaki Kisen, has factored in 30 billion yen impact from the United States tariffs for the financial year through to March 2026, citing a hit to the car carrier businesses and lower container volumes and freight rates. I'll tell you what has gone up though regarding container haulage, shipping, what have you. Shipping, and that's the term from Canada. That's increased. It's not just the gas. No. It's not just the gas. It's also other products as well. And like I was saying the other day about, I didn't realise how much. Or to what degree Canada was a resource country, so it basically sells mainly resources. So all the raw ingredients, materials and stuff like that you require, as well as obviously things like plywood, but they don't manufacture enough. But that might be down to wages and cost of staff. It might not be cost effective.
Yeah, so it came as a surprise to all of us, particularly those who cover Jeffrey Epstein. But President Trump's Justice Department and the FBI concluded that
Hello, my friend. I hope you're well.
blackmail powerful figures,
Russia.
list, or that he was murdered in some way as speculated. The administration also released a video that it said indicated that no one in the area of the Manhattan prison where Epstein was held the night he died suspiciously in 2019. Though again, mysteriously,
Luke says I'm from Brazil.
Which just, I guess, further fueled speculation.
Brazil is obviously Brazil's been hit with these tariffs as well, but it's like a lot of these countries are finding new markets. Obviously, the United States is a massive market to lose, but you won't lose it in entirety. You'll still sell some stuff, it'll just be at higher tariff rates, which means you'll sell a little bit less. So you need to find new customers, new clients. to make up the difference. It's pretty much what Canada's been doing, you know, and other countries as well, you know, Europe as well, you know.
Only a week or so ago, you had an exclusive investigation.
Yeah, the price of coffee is already, yeah, I noticed that. I've noticed in the last few months, coffee has really increased in price. To about, if I was going to buy, say, an Ethiopia or something like that, coffee, ground, currently for 250 grams, we can get it for, the cheapest we can get that for is about €3.80 for 250 grams. It used to be about €3, so that one's jumped up. But even the cheaper Arabica type ground coffees, even they're gone up by about €1 for 250 grams. That's quite a jump.
You know, she hasn't done interviews for years. I mean, she's kept very, very quiet, particularly after the Duke settlement. You know, part of the clause of the settlement is that she wasn't going to kind of repeat these allegations.
Yeah, it's going to absolutely send us back to the Depression. Though I saw inflation in the United States, its trajectory that it was going to be going up. US inflation.
On the 30th this year, and she posted a picture of herself apparently bruised and bloodied after a car accident near her home in Perth. And she said she had 4 days to live, and you know there were sort of more questions and answers about this. And as
Define
the Epstein case in one way or another.
After her car
When I
accident.
arrived in New York, I have come to know a lot of the victims quite intimately, and so when Virginia posted this, I thought there's something to this, and
Blimey.
it doesn't seem like the media was covering it.
Oh, so inflation has accelerated in June. But on Truth Social, on Donald Trump's Truth Social page, he's still trying to push the narrative that inflation has come down. The lowest inflation ever. Our Powell should reduce the interest rates now, he goes. Oh, dear me. But US inflation accelerated in June as Trump's tariffs pushed up prices. And that's, oh God, isn't it just? That is a jump. That ain't good. That just means absolutely everything is going to become more expensive, which then obviously you've obviously got food inflation as well, so that can potentially be increased as well. And food inflation is really hit when in recessions. It's always one of the things that go just rockets. They're so dependent on fuel and machinery, labour costs. Look through the pandemic, for instance, caused all sorts of problems. You know, it was food inflation in the UK went to around 20-odd%, you know. It don't come down again, does it, unless you have a negative. It's always going to hold at that price. You know, unless the supermarkets start absorbing the prices, but they could do that, aren't they? El Presidente of Brazil. Or Bolsonaro. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
She got back in touch with a phone call last month and
James.
and we want to do it with you.
Are you in the wood shop? Yeah, I'm in the wood shop, I am. In the wood shop. Doing chop wood. I've been sharpening some tools ready for tomorrow.
You know, with families and with survivors, because I think these stories are so.
Who said 40 quid?
I don't approach it in a way.
Where I live in Illinois,
It's much more kind of collaborative.
we receive electricity from Canada.
Families, and you don't
Our electric bills here have increased by 50%. Well, could that
part of memorialising.
energy tariffs? Is there energy tariffs on that?
So, you know, we spent some time getting to know each other. Deanie said, look, I'll introduce you. So we had a 2-hour off the record, which means that, you know, I couldn't report anything from that phone call. But we talked over Zoom. Sky, her brother, is based in Colorado, and Danny...
40 quid, are you mad? It's only a bottle of water. What have I missed? What have I missed, Albino?
This was a matter of weeks after she passed away, Virginia.
Yeah.
So everything must have been quite raw still.
Very
I'm relying on our garden, not a bad idea, on our garden and trying to get the rest in bulk on sale when I can. Makes sense. Dry foods, pulses, stuff like that, always good idea to get them in bulk. If there's a saving to be had. It's not always cheaper though in bulk. That's what surprises me. Quite often it's the other way around. Sometimes it's dearer buying in bulk. Just crazy. But we are growing a lot. Our Tomatoes and courgettes at the moment coming thick and fast at the minute.
Just sort of fascinating.
But I've got some beautiful tomatoes. Real beefy, real fleshy tomatoes, juicy. Oh, so good. I can just eat them on bread. It's just
real clarity of thought, I think, and that's always something that
probably reversal of rebates to sell cheaper. But why give the favour for the for the travel? Yeah, mostly oats, beans, corn, and especially rice. Some pulses don't last very well. They go like rock, like chickpeas, for instance. They'll harden in time, so they get to a point where you can't. They wouldn't even. No matter how much cooking you do, they end up being like bullets.
Insight into Jeffrey Epstein, to go back to where we started.
They're selling oil and shit as sale costs too, but they'll stop that too now, I'm sure. I don't know. Tomatoes perfect for a full English. Well, I do like fried tomatoes, I must admit, but I don't use any oil, just still on the hot plate.
Cameras, which I've seen myself. The FBI has the archive footage showing me being abused by other men.
Yeah. Chickpeas get them in cans, best way. They'll keep in cans.
We actually didn't get into in our reporting, mentioning several high-profile people, including
Pickled or jarred? Well, we do like cannon. So we do some pickles. Obviously, pickles aren't really a staple food because at the end of the day you can only eat so much vinegar. We do we ferment some stuff as well. So that's another good way of doing it. And some things are lovely fermented. But generally we jar them. So effectively, like the tomato sauces or just skinned tomatoes and in jars. Really easy because they keep really well. They keep up for years, you see. That's some of the best because they've got high acid content. So that works really well. And also soups, tomato and basil soup and stuff like that. Or tomato and coriander soup. And other sauces as well. So if you do like a passata sauce with courgette and maybe peppers and that as well, you got maybe a few carrots in there. You do bolognese and all sorts of stuff, can't you? And also use it as a filling for lasagnas and.
Out there is at least one other victim, including the Briton Sarah Ransom, has claimed to me and publicly that Epstein secretly filmed sex encounters.
I keep an eye on the news about Greenland, and Russia said they would get involved if Trump tries to take it by force. Really? Because they want it. Because they want that other island, don't they? The one off the other island from Norway, Denmark.
Yeah. He served a very brief sentence in Florida. These aren't the mad conspiracy theories.
They do. Yeah, they want it. They want control of that whole part of the hemisphere, don't they? Russia does. Tactically, it's whoever controls that can control the northern hemisphere.
CDs and hard drives discovered particularly in his 8-story Upper East Side apartment in Manhattan.
It's like everyone's planning now for war, isn't it? It really is. So yes, the United States is heading for inflation, as the evidence states.
So people have been worried for ages that there's been a cover-up about. And Donald Trump has been. I'm going to throw open the safes and make all of this transparent. There's a risk now that
all US forces must now assume their networks are compromised. Well, on signal? Probably.
You get the impression that they want this to now just go away, but it's kind of unlikely that this is going to be the final chapter.
Oh, is this the one is this in Canada? Alcoa. Is that the Canadian aluminium supply? Because they're saying that the United States aluminium buyers are not paying the full cost for the tariffs.
The expectation and rumour has abounded.
Why is that?
That it's answered. But as you alluded to a moment ago, this is particularly personal for Trump, isn't it? He knew Epstein. He denies he did or saw anything.
First time.
But
I don't know.
he's involved.
Donald Trump's a cell phone network.
We have Donald Trump. Years
So,
before he was appearing on travel records for
what
Epstein's private
find about
jet, which was
Toyota?
the Lolita Express. So we have him traveling on there a couple of times. I mean, their friendship dates back to the late 80s when the pair were both moving
Right,
in
there
New
we
York
come.
society and spending time together in Palm Beach, where they both had homes. You know, we see them going to Victoria's Secret angel shows
That's not it.
together.
That's not it.
New York Magazine.
I was mentioning about Toyota earlier, wasn't
For 15
I?
years,
Toyota in the United
guy,
States.
fun to be around. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and you know, there's been various reporting over the years by Michael Wolff, who's kind of Trump's unofficial biographer, who released tapes conducted with
Toyota
Epstein
and
about their
Honda.
friendship. They seem to know quite a lot about his life during that time. And to go back to Virginia, she was recruited by Epstein's
Well, that's not coming up.
Ghislaine Maxwell from Mar-a-Lago, which is Trump's Florida resort. So while Trump had
Apparently, Toyota and Honda will be the most affected if the US tariffs remain contained to Canada and Mexico. This was back in February, that one was. But I saw a recent statement saying that they're going to be leaving the United States. They've made a statement, which isn't coming up my feed, but never mind.
I've done a lot of reporting in there, speaking to
Anyway, I was going to do an hour in here anyway, so I've done an hour, and I'm sweating like a good man. I'm cooking. It's just so hot in there. Just checking the chat. Hello, Kieran Gaming.
in the mid-90s. Trump was furious that they were
Probably carve out for auto parts. They need them, don't they? They've got to carry on manufacturing, assembling cars in the United States.
Just never spoke to Epstein.
Hey, what's up, my guy?
From my reporting is that Trump was
Thanks, my friend.
very helpful.
Just start somewhere. That's what you got to do. You just got to start.
So he kind of turned on Epstein.
If Trump gets a sycophant in charge of the Fed, then it's meltdown.
I will tell you anything you need about Epstein.
If somebody there just say, okay, well, 1%.
Stonewalled by other similarly high
In this
people, Trump
this climate,
actively working
it's
behind
just
to get Epstein, either civilly or
it's one of the tools you got in your arsenal to control inflation, and that inflation's rocketed in June. He might say it's not, but it is.
And what to do about them.
Oh, there is that one. Is it? Okay, Algoma.
Yeah, we've got
Is that how you pronounce it?
them soon.
So they're saying that they're not paying all the tariffs.
the previous Democrat-led
You don't supply them then.
administration was hiding this, was shielding it from you. It was all part of a kind of wider conspiracy
Whoa, that was sweat, Owen. That's just so hot.
in saying we're going to keep it open.
What's the temperature in here? I did have a thermometer. Really humid as well. Muggy hot. And if I could get away with it, I'd take all my clothes off. All my clothes off. I go. It's 26 degrees in there. And it's, what's the time? It's 9 o'clock and it's still 26 degrees. I am wet with sweat. I'm going to have to jump in the shower, cold shower. Anyway, thanks for joining us today.
So, as I said, this is
And I might go live again tomorrow. But
by the media, and they're going to find out.
the videos haven't been doing too well recently, so I'll calm down a bit at the moment. Maybe I've been putting too many up.
Problem in releasing the Epstein files.
But they just literally seem to be hit a wall. So
Another figure in all of this.
there has been a recent change to the algorithm. Thanks a lot, Anglia Jones and 88B23 for the super chats. Much appreciated, my friends. And was there a spanner? 'Cause I did see some things. What did I miss?
She talked about this kind of bombshell.
Oh, if there was a spanner in the works, yes, there is. There's Alistam. Of course there is. Thanks, Alistam, for doing that. Much appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the flipping shower. I'm going to strip off. I am. Oh, toodaloo. Oh, crikey, look at this hairy chest. Do you know I have to clip it? Because it's usually, I have to. Toodaloo.